All right. Hello again. This is going to be part of my sporadic series, not monthly, not weekly, just whenever I feel like it, whenever I sold a few items that I just want to talk about, my eBay sales. And I'm going to get into it right about now, where I tell you all the stuff that I've been selling. All right, let me start with this Medallic Art Company New York Bermuda Yacht Club Race 1976 bronze medal by John Calabro. This was an auction. I had a bunch of these coins. I had them sitting in my, I don't know, I guess it was in the dining room underneath a bunch of stuff for years. Um, I paid maybe 80, 50 to 80 bucks for about 21 of the coins. I listed them while I was down in Florida. This is one of the ones I sold. I sold it for $25.99. I did sell five other of the coins. They're in the other video. And I sold those anywhere from $25.99 to, well, one sold for over 200. They were a good deal. And that's the importance of listing. These were sitting there for a long time. And my advice on these coins is the price is all over the place. If you ever see these, unless you know something, don't pay more than 10 bucks for them. But that was my first sale. That was an auction. All right, my another sale, or my next sale. I'm not really doing these in order. I'm going between a couple of user IDs. And my next sale was a game lot. Just a random lot of games, and they were PS2 games. I got $31.99. I shipped these in a flat rate envelope. I don't know if any game in particular was the game that made these sell, but the games included in this lot were Grand Theft Auto 3, Hulk, Medal of Honor, NFL Street 2, and Smuggler's Run 2. Basically, a nice assortment of PS2 games in their cases, and yeah, sold at $5 a piece. So as long as somebody wanted these games, fine. And this is something that I'll do when I have extra time. I just get a lot of games. I got a lot of PS2 games to go through, and I think I'm gonna randomly lot them like this when I have some more free time. All right, this is something that should have sold sooner, in my opinion. It's a Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Snap lot, Nintendo 64 games. And I put authentic in the title of all my old school games now because there's so many that are coming out of China that people can't tell. You know, and you can unscrew them and show them the boards and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. It's too much work. And another funny thing is, if my games, back in the day, I used to take these games that had like old school Blockbuster labels and price stickers from video rental places, things like that. I used to take it all off and clean them. I don't do it anymore because, in a sense, that kind of authenticates the game and shows that it has age. But anyway, I got $28.99 for these. Not a lot. And it was a good till canceled, buy it now listing. All right. After that, I sold another Nintendo 64 lot of games. Rugrats Scavenger Hunt plus In Paris. So Rugrats in Paris, the movie. N64, Nintendo 64 and 64 video game lot. I've been doing, well, I don't know if you can see this, but the Rugrats in Paris, the movie, some kid just did like a spirograph thing on it. They just took a pencil and just drew all over it, like squiggly lines. Squiggly. I don't know why, but whatever. Again, I don't care about stuff like that. I'm selling to people who want to play the games. I only got $15.99 for that, but to me, these would have been unsellable at the flea market. So I threw them online as a lot. And that's one thing I'm going to do with Nintendo 64 and other games now. I'm going to throw them on as a lot. I barely made anything when you consider shipping and everything on these games, but what am I supposed to do? It was a sale. All right. I'm mostly showing some BS sales right now, but I have better ones that I'll show you in a minute. I'm just going through what I sold so you can get a sense of things I can sell and if there's a lot of money to be made or not. Here's a lot of just 2 Lego games. I couldn't. They were loose games. I can't even sell loose games at the flea markets, but they were, like I said, both Lego, Batman, Indiana Jones. I allowed them for $8.99. Shipping was probably like $3 and change. But I made something that was unsellable sell, and here's my title: We Lego Batman plus Indiana Jones Original Adventures Nintendo Video Game Lot. Not an exciting sale, but the thing is about eBay is almost anything can sell, you know, if you list it the right way. And I'm going to be doing, when it comes to games, even if it's a really good game, I'm going to throw in a BS game or something just so I can say lot in my title. All right, now I'm going to show some things I sold starting in January on my main user ID. All right, let me just get started. I'm going to start from the 1st of January. It's already the 14th, so I have a decent amount of sales that I've made, and some good ones, too. All right, here I go. My first sale for the year in January was pretty goddamn impressive. I sold a lot of coral beads. Nice big chunky ones. Here's my title: 24-piece lot of vintage large chunky natural coral beads from a necklace. And that was from a necklace that broke. I sold the necklace for a lot of money. Well, I got $459.99 for these. I sold the necklace for a lot of money, and the person said blah 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 blah. I didn't want it. I don't like it. They sent it back. And when I got it back, the cord had snapped and the beads were all loose. And I was like, well, all right. But I was like, who cares? I'll just relist it. And I did so in October of 2018. So it took about 2 years to sell these beads. But $459.99. And the funny thing was, I was on vacation while they sold. So I emailed the person through eBay. And I said, look, I'm on vacation. And basically every other person that I sold stuff to up till when I got back, right, I had to do this with. But they were like, whatever, it's fine, don't care. I spent $460 on these. I can wait, basically. You know, not their exact words. So it's just to let you know that sometimes you see a necklace, and if the beads are fantastic or beautiful or whatever, and you don't know how to restring, and you don't want to restring, and you don't want to pay somebody to restring, you could still sell it. You know, sometimes for not that much, like say beautiful Murano beads, most likely you'll find those more than anything else, right? But most likely for nowhere near as much as what I sold these for. But it's still sellable on eBay. Pretty much anything, almost anything is sellable on eBay if you don't care what you get for it. All right, here's another sale I made. This is Fabergé Tigress powder, 2 1/4 ounce, 80% full. You can sell things on eBay like perfumes, like lotions, like powders. $15.99. If I took it to the flea market, wouldn't have got more than a couple of bucks. If it was sold at all, it's pointless to even list this stuff. To bring this stuff out for me. It doesn't go with what I sell. So anyway, $16 probably cost me $4 to ship. It was listed since October 28, 2019. About, oh wait, no, not that long at all. Yeah, because 2019 October. Yeah, it wasn't listed very long. Not an amazing sale, but anything Fabergé can sell. Not necessarily for a lot of money, but it can sell. And this is an example. It's a powder. The Fabergé cologne also does well if you ever run across that. More in the $20 to, say, $40 range. Sometimes more, depending on the size of the bottle. All right. Another perfume sale. Nicky de Saint PHALLE, I believe. PHALLE. Eau de toilette tester lot, 3.4 ounce or 4 ounces. The bottles weren't marked for content size. One was full and one was about 50% full. I put these on sale. I've been running eBay sales. In fact, a lot of my sales lately have been from eBay sales, where I just list eBay. If you have a store, eBay allows you to choose items up to 500 and put a discount on them. So I've been doing it for like a week, 2 weeks, anywhere between 15 to 25% discount. These were discounted 25%. So I originally had them for $100, and I got $74.99. The thing about these two eau de toilets is that I had these on for about 7 years. So what I do is I was looking for items that had watchers. This particular set of fragrances did have watchers, so I was like, boom, I'll just put it on 25% off, and somebody, I'm assuming one of the watchers went for it. So the power of the eBay sale. If you have a lot of items listed and you do have watchers, well, then every once in a while, what you should do is have an eBay sale, and you might sell some of those items. All right, here's just a really pretty. It was a beautiful and a nice thick size vintage Chinese cloisonné enamel and carved cinnabar bangle bracelet. I got $54.99 for that. That's one of Marie's finds. And it wasn't listed very long, since November 16, 2019, so a couple of months. And $54.99. What would I get at a flea market? I don't know, 15 to 25. We do take stuff like that out to the flea market. Sometimes it sells, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if this is one that we had out, that we gave a shot or whatever, but there it is, sold on eBay. All right, I just checked, and it looks like I have about 20 more items. I've been selling well, mostly because of the sales that I've been running on eBay. Here's my next item. This is an antique 1950 rose-scented black California flower bead necklace. It came with a box and the card. I don't think we would have known what it was without the box and the card. What did we get? $40. How long did we have it listed? A little bit more than a year. Marie did her research. She looked at the card. She found other items that were selling, chose the right price, and it sold. Nothing else I can tell you about this. I don't really know how to. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, if you ever see rose-shaped beads that kind of look like they're woodish and they smell like roses, that's what it is. And you can get $40 or less for it, because that's what we got. All right, here's a peppermint patty, vintage Charlie Brown Peanuts, 1966 stuffed cloth rag doll toy. I took my time and found the right title for this item. How to put the date, what to call it. And it didn't sell right away. I had it listed not very long. I actually bought a bunch of these at a sale. Didn't pay a lot for them. I think I paid like $2 or $3 a piece. Took them home, saw they weren't worth that much, but I was like, whatever, fine. And I broke them into lots. You'll see I sold another lot in a bit. Hey, stuff like this can sell. $22, basically, $21.99. It cost me like maybe $4 to ship at most. And if I only paid $3, that still leaves at least maybe $10 or more profit. So it was a good buy, in my opinion. And here's the other lot of ones that I sold. And this one was a Snoopy. These were much dirtier and stained and had some slight condition problems. So I took one that was in good shape and the other two that weren't so much in good shape. And I just lotted them together, listed them the same time. I got $30 for these. Was also able to ship them first class for about $5 or so. And this was basically a Snoopy lot, vintage Charlie Brown Peanuts stuffed cloth rag doll toys. You know, $30. And like I said, I probably paid anywhere $6 to $9 for these. So it was a good buy. It was a time of the year when I was like going out, I wasn't finding much. And I mean, I always have something to list, but I just figured, why not buy this stuff? You know, I thought I could have put them in the showcase. If they weren't worth that much, I would have put them in my showcase, like at the antique mall. I don't think I would have put them in the store. But if you do see those old Snoopy little rag dolls for a couple of bucks, pick them up. You know, they sell. All right, here's some 24 assorted vintage children's themes, hankies, handkerchiefs, Mother Goose, and more. It's just a lot of vintage handkerchiefs. There were 24 in the lot. Marie got $31 with 2 bids. This was an auction. She ran some other handkerchief lots to auction. If you're going to get these, unless it's something really special, we don't really know much about these, but I guess she got them very cheaply. They look like they sell for about $1 a piece, so who cares? No big deal. If you can get a whole box of them for very cheap, and then you can lot them or sell them where you get $1 a piece and you're happy with that, go for it. I don't know if I would waste my time on this stuff in general. But again, it was an auction. Started off at $24.99. Couple of bids. Now, if I had put these for buy it now, I probably would put these for like maybe $40. Just because if they're gonna sit, and then if they're gonna sit, and then if later on at some point I run them to auction or I put them on sale, I'm gonna be dropping the price. So, but without knowing anything special about this, the general rule seems to be that if they're not good enough to sell individually and you're gonna lot them, then just figure they sell for $1 a piece in the lots, okay? Which is, to be honest, what you can get at a flea market, possibly more if you go to the right flea market. But there you go. We sold something unusual, a lot of handkerchiefs. All right, glasses, collectible glasses. Now, I'll buy these for a couple of bucks at most at yard sales or whatever, when I'm in the mood or when I have like extra money or when I want to deal with them. And I'll put them in my showcase. If they're not worth like, say, $15 a piece and I can lot them and get like maybe $30 or something like that, because shipping will always be $8 and up on these. So you don't really get a lot, and then after fees and blah, 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 right? But unless they're worth a certain amount, right, I just stick them in my showcase. I don't even like taking them to the flea market. I worry about like them breaking and then me sticking my hand in the box and me slicing my finger off and getting blood all over the place and dying. No, I don't want to do that. So when I buy these, I mostly stick them in my showcase for like $5 to $8. Or if they're worth maybe 15 or more a piece, I'll put them on eBay. And these were just a set of two 1977 Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, Burger King advertised drinking glass tumbler lot. Didn't have them listed very long, maybe about 4 months. September 16, 2019. And they sold. So there you go. These drinking glasses can sell on eBay. But when you see them, you know, if you can, take the box, go to the side, and check them as long as nobody's there, and then decide which ones you want to buy. You know, unless you have a showcase or you want to take them to the flea market. All right. Next sale. It's just a vintage gold tone choker length Festoon necklace. All right. I don't know what Festoon means. That's Marie's keyword. I have no clue what a Festoon is without looking it up. And I'm not going to stop right now to look up Festoon. So I'm just going to assume that the keyword in this listing was Festoon. How long was it listed? July 15, 2019, so less than a year, $24.99. I don't know what else I can tell you about it. Just look for Festoon necklaces, I guess. But first, Google and figure out what Festoon means. All right. We had these for a while, but about 3 years. I bought these at a yard sale. I believe I paid about $25 to $30 for the box of these 209 vintage yellow and butterscotch swirl bakelite poker chips, and they were in a really cool folk art box. I got $120. Now, what did I have these listed for originally? I believe it was like $149.99 or possibly $159.99. Someone messaged me, and they said, "Hey, I'll buy these right now, $120." So I was like, okay, right? And I messaged them back. And when I message these people back, what I do is I say, all right, I checked, and 120 is fine. What I was told is that I can lower the price for the day, right? Because what happens is people jerk you around. They make you lower a price, and then you forget, and it stays lower, you know? And that's annoying to me. I don't want to lower prices unless you're going to buy right now. So I say I'm going to lower the price for a day, and I say if you buy tonight, I'll ship tomorrow. And I did that, and the guy bought right away, and I was able to sell these. I mean, they're pretty cool. I even like the box. You know, I could have separated the box and sold it separate. I separated the box and sold it separate. Kind of redundant, but I didn't. But there you go. If you ever see these, I got 50 cents a chip, it looks like. All right? So if you ever see these where they're less than 50 cents a chip, maybe buy them. Maybe they're worth your time and trouble. Maybe if you can wait 3 years, you're not like, you don't have some kind of deadly disease, you're not on life support, you'll be able to wait it out and sell them in 3 years. All right, Chanel pour Monsieur. Chanel, but it means Chanel for men. Monsieur, Monsieur, Monsieurette. I don't know. Chanel pour Monsieur eau de toilette, concentré, splash, 1.7 ounces, 50 millimeters, 70% fill. I had this for $72.99. I listed it February 2019. It was part of an eBay sale promotion, 20% off. Somebody went for it and they paid $58.39. Chanel perfume can sell. The older stuff is better. The stuff for men is better. You mostly find Chanel No. 5 for women. So when you see the stuff for men, pick it up. It'll sell. Just don't pay a lot for it. Don't pay more than $20. Because when all is said and done, I sold it for $52. Maybe I made like $20 profit. All right, next sale, FG Doughty, Royal Worcester, England, number 3258, red shoes, porcelain ballerina figure. I normally don't buy these. I don't like this stuff. It's so fragile, and I usually figure I'll smash it to bits. I guess maybe I saw this one at a sale for like $10. I don't think I would have paid more than $10 for this. So I had it listed like 5 years, September 30, 2015. But 5 years later, I started doing eBay sales, and I put this one on sale, 20% off. Originally listed $149.99, sold price $119.99, and I put it on sale because it had watchers. What can I tell you? Fine porcelain figures sell on eBay. Prices all over the place. So, if you see them and you have time to check prices and it's a good one, buy it. If you don't have time to check prices, I wouldn't pay more than $10 for anything. Just because if it only sells for $30, you're making like nothing. All right, what do we got here? Carnet de Bal, and it was vintage Carnet de Bal. Parfum de Toilette by REVILLON, splash. 1 fluid ounce, 85% full. Had it listed since March 28, 2019. Sold for $42.99. Not much I can tell you. I was not familiar with that fragrance. When I bought it, it was a crapshoot. If I don't know a fragrance, I don't like to pay more than $5 for it. All right, I got about 10 more listings to go through. All right, you know what? Let me make sure I'm recording. Yes, I am. Sometimes, I'll do something really dumb like that. All right, here's a vintage sign. KK, no third K. But the KK stands for Kalevala Karu. And basically, it's a made in Finland bronze pin brooch. What made this sell? I'm assuming that it was signed by Kalevala Karu. And also the design. $29.99. This was another 20% on sale item. $23.99. It had watchers. I put it on sale when I put a lot of items on sale. Like I said, October 15, 2019 wasn't even listed very long. All right, signed jewelry sells. There you go. And if you have watchers and you put it on sale, you have a better shot of selling it. All right, here's another bit of jewelry. Here's something I can tell you about sterling jewelry. If it's signed Mylar, people like Mylar, M-I-L-O-R. And this was Mylar, Italy, sterling silver, 925, a Byzantine chain necklace, 17 inches, and it weighed 33.4 grams. People like grams. People like Mylar, 33.4 grams. People like Mylar. I'll do it again. People like Mylar. And also they like Byzantine chains. All right. This one was listed at $59.99. 33.4 grams is more than an ounce. So I definitely got like at least 3 times weight with what sterling is selling for now. It was another sale item. Must have had watchers. $47.99. Not a bad sale. You know, I don't know what we paid for it. I guess I would have paid $20 for it. You know, I don't know what we paid for it. All right, here's another bit of jewelry. And this was not an item that sold on sale. This was something someone made me an offer, because normally I end everything 99, 99, 99, 999, like that, right? In nines. And if something sells and it's not a $9 item, it's either because, a 90.99 cent, whatever, item, it's because either someone made me an offer or it was an auction sale. This someone made me an offer. I believe I had it for $80, just guessing. And it did sell for $60. They liked it. It was basically a vintage sterling silver ball bead, which they do like. They like the ball bead necklaces. This one had a natural stone, which I guess we were not able to identify unless it was assorted in natural stones. And it was adjustable length necklace. August 1st, 2018, had it listed for pushing towards a year and a half, something like that. And I guess the stones were tiger's eye, turquoise, red jasper, black onyx, malachite, and sodalite. A lady said she'd been her mom. No, actually, it was a guy that bought it, and he said that his mom liked it, and he wanted to buy it for her, but he only wanted to pay $60. I was like, fine. I go, Marie, this guy wants to pay $60 for this necklace. You want to sell it? And she's like, yeah. So we did. All right, here's a vintage signed Taxco Mexico sterling double head wraparound snake ring. You may see these from time to time. They like them. You just got to make sure you say it's a snake head ring in the title. It's very it's not a very finely detailed snake ring, but it is a snake ring. Sale item. Initially marked $52.99, 20% off. Which was a discount of $10.60, so it sold for $42.39. Not bad. I have a feeling we something like this I wouldn't pay more than $10, so we paid less than $10, and it was listed less than a year, so decent little profit margin on that. Might have got it for even less. I don't know, but I wouldn't have paid more than $10 for it. All right, pearls. What kind of pearls sell? Well, I can tell you this: Honora pearls sell. Do they sell for a lot of money? Not really. But, again, another sale item, 20% off, originally listed $45.99, sold $36.79. And Honora, 8-inch, cultured, very lovely, freshwater pearl, Italy bronze charm bracelet. Really nice, right? Listed about 2 years. All right. But the thing about that is if you see pearls and it says Honora, you have a way better chance of selling them than if they're not Honora. All right. Where are we? Here's a vintage signed Tambaga, Mexico, mixed metal and stone chip cat pin. It's a cat pin. It's kind of cool. Marie decided it was worth $25. It went in the 20% off. I'm running a 20% off sale right now, probably to the 19th. I don't really know. So it was marked $24.99. I got $19.99. It had watchers, so I put it on sale. It was listed about a year. I don't know. Nothing else I can tell you. Maybe somebody collects Tambaga. Maybe somebody likes cat pins. Beats me. Maybe they like Mexican cat pins. I don't know. But it sold. It had a watcher. All right, here's 29 assorted vintage shades of purple. Now, in this one, she said shades of purple because all the napkins were purple. She didn't know how to go with this. They were floral. Yeah, and she said shades of purple, flower theme, hankies, handkerchiefs. $29.99. This is, again, another auction. 2 bids, but it started at $29.99. And that meant that the person who bought it said, oh, I should bid a little bit higher, right? $29.99, 29 handkerchiefs, $1 a piece, just like I said before. And she went, and they were very clean. She didn't list if they weren't clean. We could have taken these to flea markets, but again, it doesn't really go with what we sell. And I guess she didn't mind listing it, so whatever. $1 a piece. All right, here is a Giorgio Armani. This I listed, and it sold right away. ACQUA di Gio Pour Homme spray, 3.4 fluid ounces, 100 milliliters, 85% full, $28.99. Listed it this month, and it sold right away. Somebody needed it. I listed it at the right price. That's all I have to say. Hopefully, I did not pay more than $5 to $8 for that. All right, here's something that's nice and pretty, but not special. This is a vintage sign LN25, which stands for Little Nemo Art Deco Flower Pin Brooch. You know what? I don't even think this is silver. LN20, it's silver tone. If you see LN, it stands for Little Nemo. Apparently, people like it and they collect it. $19.99, $20. It wasn't on sale. Somebody just found it and liked it. What can I tell you about this? Somebody likes, well, signed jewelry sells. That's it. Nothing. Okay, my last sale that I'm going to do for this particular video is a vintage Colonial Williamsburg VA silver quill charm. What I get? Well, we had it listed for $21.99. These Colonial Williamsburg sterling charms, right, can sell 20 and up. Most charms, if there aren't a billion of them on eBay and you're patient, can sell $20 and up, especially the silver ones. Some sell for a lot more, you know. But I'm comfortable paying $5 a charm, you know, for a sterling charm. If I want to buy it, you know, that's why if I see a charm bracelet, like this came from a charm bracelet, as a matter of fact. There were 24 charms on it, if I remember correctly, and I believe it was either $75 to $90. So when Marie was like, ugh, 75, I said, Marie, there's like 24 charms in there because we counted them. I knew there's 24. I said, $5 a charm, $100. You can't go wrong. You're going to make money. And she did. It was a good buy for her. So if you see a charm bracelet with a lot of cool, this one had articulated charms and everything. The articulated charms went for 30 and up. But $17.59. There you go. Charms can sell on eBay. They're really tiny, easy to ship. When you see them, buy them. We bought this September 27, 2019. I probably have some of these charms left on eBay that we could still sell, that are still possible to sell. Yeah, I know I do, as a matter of fact. I put this one on sale because it had a watcher. The ones that didn't have watchers, I didn't put on sale. And that's part of what I've been doing on eBay. Because one of the things I've done recently is, and if you ever get a chance to do this, I took a PayPal business loan, and then I used it because the interest on it was like 16%, say. And I used it to pay off an interest rate card that was like 20-something, almost 25, right? For me, that was a good business decision. Now, once I pay this off, I have another credit card with the same thing, but I probably won't do that. If I ever take another PayPal, and it's good for me because I'm actually paying it down and getting rid of it, and they take the money from my sales. So that's why I've been running all these eBay sales and promotion, just to boost my sales, and I'll keep doing it from now on, but I won't do it as often as I'm doing it now. But to boost my sales, to pay down this loan and be done with the debt that I had. If PayPal ever offers you something like that, and you can save money on interest, it's a good move. I did it, and it's helping me. But I won't do it again to pay down debt, because the other credit card I have is I've had a long time. It's like less than 10% interest, so it doesn't necessarily make sense to take this loan, which is like 16%. But it is a one-time payment, so I don't know. I might do it. I don't know. But if I do ever get another loan, I'll probably use it to make the business that I'm in grow. Like with the shop. Now that we have the shop, we're going to be buying things like shelves and whatever. And believe it or not, that stuff's really expensive. Like showcases. There's these showcases we're looking at. First, we're going to put a wall up, right? So I don't think I'm going to put a wall, because what I decided when we had the contract to come in, the wall was going to cost like $1,000. But you go, it's a wall, $1,000. That's what it costs. You know, they got to buy the sheetrock, blah, 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 right? But then I said, you know what? Why don't I just buy showcases? Because showcases would have cost me $1,400 for the ones that I want. They're like $400 a piece. They're over 6 feet tall, and they have glass and whatever. They would cost me like $400 a pop. If I get 4, it's like $1,600, right? So I could have done that. And the thing about is, if I buy those instead of the wall, if I ever leave the store, right, then I still can sell the showcases or take the showcases with me. But if I spent $1,000 building a wall, I can neither sell the wall or take the wall with me. So, so that's my plan. Except what I may do before I do this initial investment, right? I don't know if you know it, but getting your own business and having a store can be very expensive, right? And that's why I initially went into the first one with several partners, and I'm going into this one again with one person, just to keep the cost, like just cut things in half, So anyway, what I might do is I might get gondolas, and for the same amount of space as the enclosed cases would take, and just not put expensive stuff on the gondolas just yet. I can also, it's the same thing. It's like a 6-foot gondolas, right? The heavy ones that you see at Goodwills and Thriftwoods, but those I would only have to get 2 of those, and they still cost about $300 or so a piece, right? But that would be $600, and that would be my wall. But anyway, I'm just rambling about my future plans and nonsense and things that you're going to see me doing. I'll be posting more Hawthorne store videos, which is a store that we took in March. March, yeah, that's when we first will be able to go in and open. That's our first days in. And we're going to start selling right away, and then we'll start making it look nicer as we go along, and then do a grand opening later on as we've made some money just from having the store. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it here. Hope you learned a few things other than the very obvious stuff. And I'll be doing this sporadically, not monthly. So, and they might be a lot shorter because I won't have as many items in each one. But otherwise, I'm dragging this out too long. We'll just say goodbye for now. Bye.